it's Liz Yuille from Old Stables Crafts, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based in the UK. Thank you very much for joining me again today for another Simple Stamping Saturday. And I've got a slightly different project for you today. Normally I will take a card project from Simple to Avid. Sorry, one of my lights is in the wrong place, that's better. But today I thought we would take a look at the beginner brochure, which is a fantastic entry point if you're new to stamping. There's one of our kits, there's this which we're going to look at later, there's a beautiful magnolia set which I have used on a Simple Stamping Saturday before, which is just amazing and is just an easier, smaller magnolia set than the full set in the big catalogue. There's this amazing set, which I think I've got, can't remember. This set, which I know I've got, and it's gorgeous. And then there's some more suggestions at the back on additional products that you may wish to add. But as I say, I'm going to be looking at this set. It's fairly well hidden in the main catalogue. It's just on the packaging basics page. I can't see it, obviously, anywhere else. I could be wrong. And if you do see it, please let me know where it is. So here it's just got that it includes 10 bases, 10 layers, twine, washi tape and clips. And in the big catalogue, it says that it's absolutely 10 tag bases, 5 each of 2 designs, 10 layering tags, 5 of 2 designs, thick baker's twine, 3 yards each of Blackberry Bliss, Granny Apple Green, terracotta tile, copper washi tape, which is fantastic, and there's 5 yards of that, 10 copper library clips. We've had library clips before, but these are copper, and then it gives you the dimensions and lists the colours as always. Now, it comes in shrink wrapped on a piece of just chipboard, yeah, just shrink wrapped, but I've put it into a wood case. So we've got the washi tape, the twine, the library clips. It comes in sheets. Let me grab it. So it comes in sheets like this, and I've just punched them out. It's just got those little pips to keep it on, and then a little hole at the top of the tag. So I thought putting it into a stamp case would make it easier for me to store. So that's what the kit is. Now I've made a simple version, obviously, because that's what it's all about. So this is just taking one of the tag layers in Granny Apple Green. I've put some washi tape across just in 2 places, stamped also in Granny Apple Green, and then attached some of the twine. You could obviously add one of the library clips if you wanted to. There's absolutely no reason why you couldn't. You could clip that onto the top of your bag of treats. So that would be a really easy way of attaching. And you could tie the twine through the clip is what I'm trying to say, and failing abysmally. So that's the simple one, and I'll show you one of the other Granny Apple Green ones in a moment, how I made it. Then I've done in the Coastal Cabana, I've stepped up by still using the tag base, as in the layer, but for the tag itself, I've used some Coastal Cabana cardstock, the handwritten background stamp, so Coastal Cabana card, Coastal Cabana ink, and I've just lain it across to make that. And then I've got the new Darling tag topper punch, and rounded the corners again, some copper. I love Coastal Cabana and copper. I think it's just a combination made in heaven. I've added some white baker's twine because there isn't a Coastal Cabana baker's twine in the kit. And then I've added some of the glitter dots and just stamped in Coastal Cabana. And then for our stepped up version, or more stepped up version, I've done the same tag, but this time I've used Versamark and copper embossing powder. And again, copper embossing, Versamark and copper embossing powder for the top. Then I've added one of the clips, and it does come off, and I have this time actually attached it to the tag. And then this is some of our mini striped ribbon in Bermuda Bay, actually, but I always think Bermuda Bay and Coastal Cabana are, you know, big brother and little brother, or sister, whichever. And then you clip that onto the top, and actually you can get it so that the holes on the clip line up with the holes on the tag, so from the back. And I put to and from on the back. And again, just some white baker's twine, but a much more stepped up version. So you can see how you can just add a few extra bits and go from simple through a more casual, someone who's got a few more supplies, to a more avid crafter who's got a few more techniques in their arsenal. And obviously they go brilliantly with the pizza box, which is carrying over, or has carried over. It was in the autumn winter catalogue last year. There's more coming this year. Can't tell you more than that, but there's some more pizza boxes coming. And we've also got the big baker's box. Lovely. I love these boxes. So if you're not into making your own boxes, you can just buy these and put them together. So enough waffle from me. I've got one of the other Granny Apple green bases and the tag, or the topper. So I'm going to use exactly the same stamp, so wishing you a delightful birthday. And this is also in the beginner catalogue, and it's the Delightful Day stamp set. It's great, it's photopolymer, it's not too overwhelming. It costs just £14 and it covers all sorts of events. So just a little something for you, can be for anything. Congratulations to the happy couple on your new home. We don't have a lot of new home, so this is great. Welcome baby, treats made with love, perfect with the pizza boxes. The stamp I'm using, which is wishing you a delightful birthday, and then there are these florals where you can stamp this in a green and this in a flower colour, and you've got a lovely floral. So really lovely set, and it gives you that introduction to two-step stamping with the floral. So I'm just going to ink up my delightful birthday, and I'm going to go the same orientation. So we're going with the layer squat, but they do fit just as well long and thin. So just to show you, you can either have them that way or that way, and the same works on both. And then all I need is, this is where grid paper is lovely. If you don't have grid paper, I mean, it's brilliant and it is in the catalogue, but if you don't have grid paper, you may have graph paper, or you know, your kids at school may have square paper that they use in maths or something, so you could use that. And I'm just going to pop some of the washi tape across so that it's straight, and I'm going to leave that end long and then just trim that off with my snips, and then that means that this is now straight. And I can work out, so that I've got a little bit of the copper peeking through at the bottom as well, I can see that I need, so I'm using this as my guide, I need to line up with this straight line on the grid paper, and I can come, whoops, doesn't matter if I move a little bit, it's still on the line, I can come straight across, and I know that those two are both straight. Doesn't matter too much if it's not straight, and I'm going to show you some of the samples in the catalogue in a moment where it doesn't really matter at all. So just trim those off, and again you can put to and from on the back if you wish, or you can just handwrite it. Get the washi tape off my thumb, that would be good. Into my bin, and then this just needs some snail, and the refill is back in stock, or was at the point where I'm filming this video. It's probably out of stock by now. And then just pop your tag so that it's reasonably square, or not, as the case may be. Oops. More thumbs. And then grab some of your thick baker's twine, pop it through the hole. Now, because it's thick, don't leave too short a length, because the thick does take up it does need a longer knot, or more twine for the knot is what I'm trying to say, just because it's thicker. And what I tend to do is tie it and then trim it so that it's got a nice neat edge, and then those bits can go in the bin. And there are our 2 beginner tags. And I said I was going to show you some of the tags in the catalogue. So actually it's in the beginner brochure, but here you see they've just got a little bit of the copper washi tape. So I got the idea for the 2 pieces from here. And as you can see, hopefully, you can see that you've got the 2-step stamping with the flowers and the leaves. And I think this is probably in Pretty Peacock, and it's full strength and 2nd generation. But just a really nice little set, great to have on hand, just in case you need a tag. And we all need tags to give those gifts. So there we go. There are our 2 kind of basic starter versions, and then the slightly more stepped up and the one with more techniques. So I hope you found that interesting. As I say, I think it's really hidden in the main catalogue. It's just, I need to have another look through to see if I can find it anywhere else, but that's the only place I can actually see it, obviously. So yeah, don't miss it. One not to miss. Anyway, thank you very much indeed for watching. If you found that interesting or helpful in any way, do please give it a thumbs up. If you don't already subscribe to my channel, it would be great if you would. I'm hoping to get to 7,000 subscribers very soon, and then I'll do a craft room tour, which means I'll have to finish tidying up, which would be great. So it'd be an amazing help if you would get me to 7,000 subscribers sooner rather than later. I need that push. I'll list the very few products that I've used in the description below. There's a link to the blog post as well. I have close-up photos of these, and again I'll list the information on what I've used. As always, I'll do simple, casual, avid in the list, so it will be easy for you to see where I added things. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon.